Alright, now it's time to basically officially start. Welcome everybody to the motherfucking Smoke Break Pod Crash, actually is what it's called. I've been calling it podcast this whole time. Here's the story behind that. Huh? What? Here's the story behind that. I made the banner using the template from DJ's Pod Crash template. Didn't change the name. So it's Smoke Break Pod Crash. We're a subsidiary anyway, so okay. I want to start off with an anecdote to lead into a mini story, which will then lead into the actual stories. Don't be a tryhard. Try not to be a tryhard. And don't try too hard at that.
What, just like don't try too hard at anything ever?
No, just don't be just don't be a tryhard.
You know what? I give up.
Nah.
That's right, everybody. Here at Smoke Break, we're telling you, don't try too hard at anything in life. Just, give up. Don't touch my iced tea, you stupid bitch. You say you can have any of that. You better give me some of yours. You ain't got shit in that cup, do you? Piece of shit. But anyway, yeah, don't try too hard in life.
Alright.
Breathing gets too hard, just chill with it. Don't.
But for real though, it stems from this story. I was hanging out with some friends recently, and they brought up an acquaintance from college.
His name's Larry.
Actually, his name is Mikey.
Oh, I was gonna call him Larry.
We called him Kappa Mikey. I have to go by his full name, otherwise the joke of us calling him Kappa Mikey will kind of go under the wayside. You remember that show, right?
Yeah.
Dude's name was literally Mikey Simon. So it was, and also he was a weeb and like a faux martial arts expert.
Nice.
Oh, you're so cool, guy! Zooming down the street like that.
I like motorcycles, man. Come on. I like motorcycles, bro. Come on, man. Cut some slack.
No one can hear you.
I said I like motorcycles, bro. Cut some slack.
Like, you were speaking at the same volume as the motorcycle, still in the distance.
Motorcycles can't help the noise they make.
Do it on the freeway then.
So just don't ride your motorcycle on local streets.
Don't speed down local streets.
Some motorcycles are just loud, like even if you're going slow. No, I mean, not that slow.
Work on that, because your motorcycle's probably a piece of shit. Like, loud for nothing ass vehicles is probably something wrong with it.
Or you just have.
Or you put some weird intake shit in it just to make it loud.
Yeah, loud exhaust.
You need to get closer or speak louder.
Yeah, loud exhaust. Okay.
So yeah, this dude Mikey, he was like a thorough tryhard. We have I have one particular story about that. Pat and I'll just call him Jeff since I don't remember his actual name.
Good job.
Pat and his friend Jeff would whenever they'd see each other, they'd just get into a massive brawl because fuck it. And like manly, stupid shit. He does a fucking knee to Pat and knocks him through a door. Pat picks him up, throws him out of the door, and then they just have ridiculous smack him up. And then they have a conversation about old times. So anyway, and Mikey was like, I can do that too. I can take a hit. And Jeff was like, oh yeah? You think you could take one of my flying knees? He was like, yeah, I could take it standing. So he was like, I can, he said some bullshit like, I can center my aura and like, so I won't sustain damage.
Very good.
Yeah. So he stands like, the hallway is from, basically that tree to this, to your house.
So 48 meters. No, I was just throwing out a random number there.
I was about to say, that wasn't even a dead reckon.
Nah.
That was a straight up, I'm just going to say this.
Probably like 9 meters.
So anyway, he stands in what he thinks is horse stance, and Jeff goes from the end of the hall Mad Dash sprints and does like a double grab by ankles rocket knee into his chest. Sends him sliding the rest of the way into the wall. And he gets up and like tries to like man up and like play it, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna take a knee now. And he was doing this to impress some chick that
That's always cool.
that didn't work. But anyway.
No.
And that leads into another story that I'm not comfortable telling. But there is a second story after that. I don't know if it's before or
You
after.
gotta tell
that.
me the uncomfortable one later.
I don't know if it's before. Yeah, I will. I don't know if it's before or after that. But anyway, like, there's this dude named Hassan who does Muay Thai. Probably still does Muay Thai. And, like, he's basically the real deal. His kicks hurt like a bitch. And so Mikey was like, I'll spar you. So there's actually videos of both of these things.
Nice.
I gotta find them. I really want to watch them again. But anyway, so they go into
Trials of Mikey.
They go into the gym area, and Mikey kind of has like the fighting stance, kind of like the ninja from Virtual Fighter with his hands out like that.
Yeah. With the,
Oh, Cage.
Yeah, Kage.
Oh, Kage, yeah.
And Hassan has his like kind of freed up Muay Thai stance. It's not over exaggerated. It's not like Thai Muay Thai stance. It's
Yeah.
like
it's
this
not
is the
Aiden
level
from Street Fighter.
like this is the level I'm comfortable at, sort of.
Yeah.
Like relaxed Muay Thai stance. And so they start closing the gap, and Hassan throws this whip ass low kick to his leg, and that's basically in a fight. Mikey spends the rest of the fight backing up in a limping sort of please don't hurt me anymore format stance.
Nice.
Like that kick, like that's one of those kicks you rewind. Say, "Pah! Ooh!"
Oh god.
Jesus. Which brings me to another point. White people, you guys have hair that you can do anything with, but unfortunately, it also makes you more fat,
More fat.
not more fat. I was gonna say fascinating, but that's not the word. More satisfying to punch, or more satisfying to see get punched on camera. Because like when somebody catches like a white dude with enough hair with like a crisp hit, their hair just flops.
White people are more exciting to see get hit on camera.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna be called terrorists for saying that.
Their hair just flops, and it's just like, oh, like terrorists. No, they know it's true.
They know it's true.
Like the hair almost like it doubles and takes place of like an anime shockwave.
Have you seen Triple H get hit?
This is true.
Yeah.
White
But
people get their power put out and then their hair starts sagging. It's like their hair, like you punch the mousse out, you punch the gel out and shit. And you hit them hard. Hair's all slumped now.
Well, yeah.
How you put their hair power out?
How you punch the gel out somebody's head?
That's a serious punch.
Nah, you throwing serious punches if you could punch the gel out of a Spanish person's hair.
Nah, Guido's.
Guido and Spanish people, if you could punch the
Nah, I know you seen them poppies on a Friday night with the skunk haircut with that shit fully spiked.
Yeah.
The one that's popular now amongst all the South American types up here in New York. Yo, that you punching, you swinging for the fences if you knocking all that gel out. Like, them niggas look like a hedgehog that somebody scared the fuck out of.
Like if you hit somebody that hard, they probably gotta go and relearn letters now. Like,
you punch them out their shoes. You punch them in their shoes is clean on the ground smoking.
Yep. Standing in the stance that they were standing in, like.
Word, like. I want to punch somebody clean out their shoes. Like, I want to be that good at punching. Like, I could punch somebody clean out their shoes.
I want to punch somebody clean out their clothes, but that's non-realistic.
Yeah.
Did you see that clip from Durarara?
Nah.
Like the dude with the tuxedo who uppercuts that one dude and he does like 3 backflips and all his clothes
I didn't
up.
know that was. I didn't know what that was from. Nah, like Nah, if you want to get on crazy punches, I want a crazy punch. Like I want an insta-give punch. Like I want to punch you so hard, like your feet is still in your shoes, up to like your mid shin. The rest is just blown off, and it's not even bloody. Like that shit's just cauterized. Like I want that shit to be smoking. Then it has just crispy as hell on the top, embers just like I punched you and cremated you at the same damn time. All right, I want your shadow to be on the back wall.
Damn.
Like, word, I want to punch a nigga so hard, dead ass. It's just stumps of smoking leg with embers on them shits like a lit cigarette, just smoking. Smell like mad hot dogs.
That's not even a punch at that point. That's a key blast. Like.
Nah, just a straight up punch. No key blast. I want this slow mo. You see the connection? Everything. Like this shit just. Like, you know, skin go off,
Yeah.
eyes liquefy, smolder out, your skin come off, your jaw fall off, and then all the pieces blow back on the wall, turn to dust, your shadow's in the wall, and then there's no body.
Damn. I would like something more precise, like freaking corkscrew heartbreaker punch, where I literally just punch a hole through your body, punch your heart out the back of your chest. Clean circle.
I would want my hand as a knife.
Yeah.
That is a good alternative. Like
Just like clean spinning karate punch, like clean circle in your chest.
nah, if I got my hand as a knife, like I
Like
want a
the
nigga to be
doctors-
throwing a punch, and I just and just
Cut
like
his hand in
80s
half.
horror movie gore. Like, you know where they switch it out for like a plaster can.
Yeah. Some freaking Ricky O shit.
Word, like I want my hand as a knife, and my blows instantly shatter bone. You know, like if you throw a punch and I block it, like your shit isn't just broken. Like the bones inside that area are powdered. It can never be replaced. It can never be fixed. It's just your shit's is powdered. And yeah, and also the punch, like I said, that leave a shadow on the wall. You smoked your boots. Like,
You smoked your boots.
or say some like
You're dead.
cheesy one-liner or some shit. Smoked your boots. You've been terminated. like no shit, Sherlock. Like
Turbo elimination fist.
word, yeah, with some stupid name like that.
Fucking, oh man, turbo. Okay, that. I'll go to the second thing later, but no, I'll go to the second thing now and then talk about what I want to talk about. Anyway, the don't be a go hard thing also leads into the first thing. The what is the kid's name who built a clock, quote unquote, and then brought it into school and got arrested?
I heard about that. Dang, I don't remember his exact name, but I
Something
read the-
Muhammad.
Yeah, something. Yeah, I don't really want to sound racist and just throw the first Muslim sounding name out there that I can think of. But like, because if I say Hassan Muhammad, I mean Hassan Muhammad, you know.
It starts with an A. If I just put clock,
That's a really
bomb-
touchy issue because it's like, you know, let's just say for the sake of argument, devil's advocate here, like, you know, this kid was like really into ISIS or some shit, and he did bring a bomb clock to school, like, and just blew everybody up. You know what I'm saying? Then people would be like, oh, you know,
Ahmed Muhammad. Yeah.
really, his name's Ahmed Muhammad? Really?
Yes.
Oh wow, that's like John Smith. Go figure.
Yeah. So, like, I'm gonna make this short and sweet because everybody's been talking about it. I just kind of want to.
So really, it is a humdinger.
Yeah. Like, he didn't get arrested for, like, because they thought it was a bomb. Everybody knew it wasn't a bomb. He got arrested because they thought that he was trying to make a bomb threat.
Oh, that's what the rest of the story don't tell. There's always some extra shit.
And also, yeah, he didn't build a clock. Like, he basically took the housing off of an alarm clock and just put it in a pencil case. And that's, like, I don't think he was... Maybe he was trying to start a bomb threat, but I doubt it. I think he was just trying to, like, he's a freaking go hard. Like, he was trying to show off, and it didn't really go over very well. Because, like, a teacher told him to put it away, but he ended up showing, like, 3 more people at school.
I mean, but, like, the issue now comes down to is, like, if he wasn't Muslim, would this have happened?
Yes.
You
I
think
think
so?
if a white kid brought something that looked like that into school, they also would have thought it was a bomb.
It's tough to say. You know, I mean, we do live in a racist, Islamophobic country right now. But it's like, on the other hand, the Islamic world is fucking going crazy right now. So it's like... It's a little bit like being scared of bears. You know, that sounded really wrong. It's like being scared of bees. Alright, maybe I'm not really... These metaphors are coming out really well. But you get what I'm saying here. It's like, you know... I mean, there is reason to be afraid, not of it all Muslims.
It's like being scared of black people.
Yeah, facts. Exactly, you know. Not all of us are robbing, you know, drug dealing, shoot 'em up, bang bang people. But, like, if you walk through the hood, you know, you might get robbed by, you know, a black person.
Or
You
a
walk
poor
through the
white
wrong,
person.
yeah, you walk to the wrong place. Yeah, people forget white people is. Everybody always, the blacks. But you know what? There's a lot more white people in this country, and a lot of them are poor too. There's some poor ass places. I bet you go to Scranton, Pennsylvania, you gonna get robbed by some white guy too. There's some spots in Delaware, West Virginia. Niggas don't ever want to talk about that shit, you know, or the poor ass rednecks and hillbillies that'll rob your ass. None of
Hey
that
boy,
ones
you
are
want some
like-
pie?
Word, that shit scared the fuck out of me. He was just trying to sell me weed, but scared the fuck out of me. When I was living in Florida, man, I'm walking down the street. This redneck dude sitting on his porch, man. He said, "Hey, boy." I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how you... It had racist connotations to it, and it was only like 2 words. Like, he dead ass sounded like that. And then, like, "You want some pine?" I'm like, what the fuck? What is he trying to do? What? Like, pine? What is it? "Some pine, boy. You smoke?" Like, I'm like, oh, he trying to sell me weed. Like, this redneck, this dead ass. Is that his strategy? To sit on his porch and just yell at passerbyers?
It's like, the thing is, like, if he's doing that and he's doing that still, then he's gotten results.
Facts.
Either you're the first person he's done this to,
Nah.
or he's been doing it for a while and he got results.
I mean, there's got to be some racial targeting going on in there because, like, you know, I mean, that area of Florida is fairly multicultural, so you have just as much of a likelihood of a black guy or a Hispanic guy or a white guy to walk down that particular street. It was kind of not in the middle of nowhere, but it was a kind of on a redneck area bordered by, like, redneck Hispanics. I don't know if people are viewing audience how familiar you are with that, but sometimes, like, you get Hispanics that live in, like, you know, Texas, Florida, down south type places, and, like, they're still Hispanic and very much part of the Hispanic culture, but, like, they got some redneck culture mixed in there too. I don't know how you can explain it. It's like they're Spanish rednecks. They listen to what sounds like Mexican country music from their pickup trucks, you know, and drink and drive at the same time.
They drive pickup trucks and drink
Modelo, Corona,
as they would.
yeah, you know. So it's like, you know, they've just like sunk into the redneck culture. So, you know, you got just as much of. So I don't know if he was just targeting black people, people who look like they smoke. I don't know, but he was superliminal with his approach. You want some pine? Like,
Yeah.
his prices was reasonable. His bud was all right.
So, like, to keep it short.
I think it was selling tray bags. I'm sorry to interrupt, but he was selling tray bags. Like, he had everything from 3, 5, 10, and up and up and up.
I'm enterprising, boy.
Nah, like, after I bought the weed, he's like, "You want something, man? You just come on right back. I'm always here. You know, I got whatever you need, man. No phone number, nothing.
Just come
nothing.
here.
Just come here." Sure enough, that nigga was 9 times out of 10 on that fucking porch. Like, that was always our, like, last option weed man. Not really, you know, for anybody. It was a little bit far away, and niggas really ain't like going over there and dealing with dude, cause like he was from some redneck shit. Like I wouldn't been surprised to see like a rebel flag somewhere. Like he had that vibe, and like his crib did look like some redneck shanty, and he definitely had the strap on deck. Like, you know, but that's how you find him. You just go there. 2:00 in the fucking morning, he's out there on the porch drunk as hell. That was the only advantage. We would go hit something up when he was drunk as fuck, and he would just throw a bag of weed at you and take whatever money you just put on the table over there. He didn't care. And there'd be mad money on the table, so you know he don't know who gave what. He's dead ass got the weed in bags in a fucking coffee can. He's sitting on the rocking chair, drunk as hell, like pouring beer down and shit. You want some bomb, boy? Come on. Put the money over there. Yeah, come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. All right. They give you weed if you go to the store. Like, give me a 6-pack, man. Go on the fucking store, give me a 6-pack. Go to the 6-pack. Here.
He just
gives no fucks.
money or just barter you. Like,
Nah, he always give you weed. He always like ask you to go to the store for him and shit, and he'd always give you weed. Always give you weed. I don't know if he was just always. I think he was just always too drunk to drive. I don't know if the pickup truck in his yard was functional. I don't know what the deal was, but that nigga seemed to always be drunk. But like when he was, then there's really drunk. He was always drunk, but then he was plastered. I'm talking about like flies in his mouth and shit. Like that nigga fucking drunk as hell. Like,
that's drunk as fuck when there's flies in your mouth. Like,
I'm talking nigga like
you just physically don't give a fuck about nothing.
fucking wasted over there. They ain't give no fucks. I gotta take a piss. We gotta pause it.
Yeah.
That nigga took the Austin Powers piece.
Damn.
The piss of H's.
Alright. Yeah, so to end off this topic, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I think he's just like a 14-year-old go hard who kinda he wants to be an inventor, I guess, so he's like doing the beginnings of it, like breaking stuff down, trying to see how it works.
I don't know, it's still kinda wrong that they like subjected him to arrest and all that. It was a little OD. You know, this whole like culture we live in now with all these like school police and shit, that in itself is a little OD. But I mean, it's like a necessary precaution nowadays because of the world we live in.
It wasn't like security guards; they actually
that's what I'm saying.
Cops.
That's what I'm talking about. Like school police, they have campus police at most high schools. Right?
No, I think they literally just called the actual cops and they came and got it.
That's what I'm saying. They have most schools. A lot of schools have a small little police precinct right there. Like, you know,
I thought you meant like
no, they're actually cops. They're just assigned to that school, but they're actual police.
Actual.
Yeah, it's catching on in a lot of schools. We're in the hood. You don't see it here. You know,
because you said campus police. I was thinking about
like, gun carrying, mason, taser carrying cops. You don't see it here. So we're in the hood. We don't even have our own police. We're under the umbrella of Nassau County Police, so they're not going to divert any more manpower to Roosevelt than they already do.
You got the same two dudes.
All four police. You know,
like the same fat black guy that everybody know.
Yeah, the same undercovers. Like, how they never switch out our undercovers? It's the same 4 dudes. Like, they just switch out their cars, but them niggas jump out on you. You like, oh, these motherfuckers.
The same fat black guy who's always wearing the BP, who's always wearing the vest.
Always got his flak vest on and a motherfucking college football sweatshirt.
I was about to say, the white dude with the college sweatshirt.
Yeah. Sometimes a black dude like to mix it up and put a windbreaker on. But you already know what time it is, a black man in a windbreaker.
Because I feel like the black guy like gave up like a long time ago. Because usually he's just wearing his flak jacket on the outside.
Yeah. Son think he on training day, that's why. What kills me, I don't like that bullet-headed cop. That short, bald, stocky, I don't know if he's Italian or whatever cop. Like, he looked like we
don't. If you can hear that in the background, we don't have a live studio audience. Jason is just watching something on his phone.
Niggas got a live studio audience. We have a live pre-recorded studio audience. Like, but that shit is crazy. Like, them niggas gives no fucks. They puts no shade on they fucking undercover policing.
Yeah.
But it's alright because Roosevelt, see, people misunderstand the crime demographics of Roosevelt. Like, we're very low when it comes to violent crime for an area, like, I think, for a hood.
Yeah.
You know? There's rampant drug dealing going on, but, you know, ain't nobody shooting each other up. No, we chilling.
Usually if somebody gets shot, it's usually a beef between two specific people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not like innocent bystanders getting shot up in the crossfire. I'm sure that, yeah, it does happen sometimes, though. But not often. Yeah, ain't no little bullets going through little Tiffany bedroom. And like, how you missed that nigga and you managed to put that hollow point right through little Tiffany head in her bedroom while she was playing with her blocks on the floor. And like, nigga was 6 feet from you. Shot through all that house and rebar.
That's what you get for putting that rumble pack on a Sec 9.
Right? Like, niggas got the force feedback controller 38 caliber. No, you gotta look up the new, I think it's Taurus. I think it's Taurus, one of the gun companies. I gotta look it up. They made this new gun called the Curve. Man, we headed towards Judge Dredd guns. That gun ugly as sin. Like, shit looking all boxy and futuristic. It looks like they knew exactly what audience. Like, yeah, we're trying to get like the sci-fi people who want guns now. It's got this fucking like tactical flashlight, laser sight on it, an ugly looking sight. It's got no like barrel front sights. It's got some sort of like what do you call it? Some sort of inertial sight or something like that.
What does that even mean?
It's some sort of like little sight that's like not. It has no end sights. Like you can't sight down at like a traditional gun has sights and then another set of sights, so you sight down like that.
Yeah.
This thing has just some little thing there. They say it's better. They say it's all because like the whole design of the gun is to not have any right angles. It's designed to be like a pocket pistol, literally to be put in your pocket, and they don't want any ends, any angles to snag. It's meant for like quick draws, I guess.
Out of your jean pocket.
Yes. Deadass. I don't know who they're marketing this gun to. Criminals, you know, bitches with fat butts. I don't know, but like it's small and it's perfectly like squarish and oblongish. Like it has the same like pocket profile as maybe like a phone or a Game Boy or something. Like it doesn't have that distinct gun shape. They like rounded it out. You know, and put this big assembly on the front. Like it's all curves. And there's nothing that can snag on your pockets. Like even the magazine ejector doesn't have like a lip, you know, there. You know, like most things have a pinky lip so that your pinky doesn't drip. You know. But yeah, this thing doesn't even have any of that. It's all like rounded out. It's really hideous to me. Like it really looks like some ugly ass future gun. But it's designed, I guess, for like women and purses or like being pulled out of jeans, criminals.
Purses.
You know, personal tactical security teams for really, really rich people. I mean, I get its design aesthetic and what they're going for, but I would never buy it. It looks hideous.
For some reason, that reminds me of that stupid fucking gun-shaped phone case that the cops had to urge people to stop buying.
Yeah, if you had to tell people to stop buying that shit, then you should let niggas buy it and get fucking shot. Cause like, why would you buy a gun-shaped phone case? Why would you do that?
Double so if you black.
I mean,
Double so if you any minority.
I mean, any race at all shouldn't do that one. That's a bad idea. I don't care if you Chinese. They hardly ever shoot Chinese motherfuckers. Seriously, people, look it up. When the hell you ever seen police shoot a Chinese man?
Good point.
You haven't even never heard of that shit, have you? My point is that even when they doing something wrong. But anyway, I don't give a fuck if you Chinese. A gun-shaped phone case.
Because you know they keep it in your back pocket. They know you keep it in your back pocket. Or
it
something like that.
It don't matter what.
It's poking out.
It don't matter what pocket you keep that shit in. Anything that looks like a gun but isn't a gun is a very bad idea.
Yep.
Anything in the world that looks like a gun is a bad idea, and if it ain't a gun. Why? Because you never want to look like you have a gun but not have a gun.
That's why I'm getting a boost board, not a FIC.
Oh, what?
I've been looking into electric skateboards and longboards and stuff.
One of them looks like a gun.
Let me finish.
Okay.
They all come with remotes.
Mm-hmm.
And the thick one, they cost a bit less.
Yeah.
But their remote, they have like the RC car remote that kind of has like the gun handle on it.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, I guess I'm gonna have to put a little more money in and get the boost board then, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I'm not carrying that shit around.
No.
I'm not giving them an excuse.
Nah. No, thank you. I don't want to get bland.
Yeah, I'm not getting bland because I wanted to go fast. I wanted to not have to kick push.
Yeah. How fast can an electronic skateboard actually go?
The boost boards go like up to 20 miles an hour.
Sweet. For how long?
6 or 7 miles.
Wow. That's actually really fast.
And they can go uphill pretty decent as well.
That's really fast and really far.
Yeah.
How do you charge it? Like, just plug it in?
Yeah,
I might have to get one of those with you, bro.
90 minutes.
How much does it cost?
Freaking 1,200.
I don't know, bro. We might have to get those. It can
I'm
do
getting
20
one.
miles per hour.
Yeah.
You gotta at least let me ride it one day. I gotta see how it like rides. I'll buy one though. That shit. It's either that or a drone. Cause I want to buy a stupid toy soon, like an over expensive stupid man toy, and like, you know, drone was pretty much the only one. I was gonna buy an overcompensator rifle.
What?
Overcompensator rifle. I was gonna get some kind of
car alarm.
I was gonna get some kind of gun and like just like, you know, blow like $2,000 and just like mad dumb attachments I know I don't need or know how to use or anything like that. I was gonna get like a double adjustable scope, a laser sight, you know, fucking potato grip and shit, fucking rail assembly on the side and shit, a fucking fuck it rifle and just go balls deep, an overcompensator gun, you know?
You
Like,
should just get a boost board. Like, you can
yeah,
take
that's
that
what I'm
shit to
saying.
work.
It was that or a drone, because I really want a drone. But that boost board sounded really cool.
Yeah, you can ride that shit to work.
Yeah. He's like, what is that? Blow dick, electric cable.
Goodbye.
Ooh.
And you could just plug it up in the office. Like,
Now, going 20 miles per hour on a skateboard is actually a lot scarier than people really saying. Like 20 miles per hour.
it
Like,
has a brake too, so.
but just remember, people, 20 miles per hour is like average car, you know, school zone speed. You know, that's pretty
Yeah.
fast for like just a person going.
That's why I'm also getting a helmet, like off rip.
And you could probably jump off. You could bail at 20 miles per hour. Jason, go get my crusher,
I'm not taking that chance.
please. Thank you. You're not gonna bail at 20 miles per hour?
Hell yeah, I bail.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm bailing. Like, if it looks like I'm about to fucking get shattered.
It's not like bailing from a car. Bailing from a car is really hard.
We will.
It kind of is, cause like now you got unstable wheels that you have to jump off of.
Them shits better be kind of stable, nigga. This shit going 20 miles an hour.
And like I said, they have brakes too, so if you're going down a hill, you can just.
That's
You
scary.
can slow it
Thought
down
of
and
going
stop.
down that shit on a downhill is kind of scary.
Oh, you don't like if you're going down a hill, you don't really have to be like you don't have to have it on. 'Cause
Can I fucking
when it,
like
when it runs out of battery, you can just kick push it like a regular ass skateboard.
Oh,
Yo, let me get a T.
what?
So let me get one of those too.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean downhill. You know what would be really cool if it had a little self charger thing. Like you can just kick push it to charge it.
It has like regenerative like brakes or something.
Regenerative properties.
Like when you brake, it charges itself a bit or something. But yeah, kick pushing it should also charge it. They need to work on that.
Yeah. There's no reason why most technology shouldn't work like that. We've long ago figured out how to turn motion into electricity. There's no reason why with so much shit moving at all given times that we shouldn't be getting some more power off of this. Like cars. You have 4 fucking dynamos in there. They're already alternators in cars. Why don't we just have 4 of them? Well, we already know why electric cars aren't here.
Yep.
Oh, perk. Oh, perk. Oh, perk.
What's that?
What?
don't
I think
know.
it's orange.
Nigga, we ain't got no actual oil lantern out here. All them lanterns is fake ass electric lanterns with dead batteries. Ain't no light out here.
The
You want some light? You better light a damn candle.
You talking about the red one?
Yeah.
Pushash,
No,
that shit
that's-
don't work.
Yeah, that shit's
You better light a candle.
When did it go out?
You better light a candle.
takes fucking D batteries. You got some?
Nobody just carries around D batteries.
Like, oh yeah, I got some in my car.
Do you have
You know,
some
some
like
D batteries.
at your house? Like,
No,
Nobody got D batteries anymore.
no one's
no
like.
one got batteries anymore, bro.
Only specialty stupid items uses D batteries. I.e. that lantern.
Yeah.
Definitely the lantern.
Like that and fucking 9-volt batteries.
Yo, you remember the time, Leon, you was there, and we went out to Jersey, and he was supposed to meet up with us, but he was late because he was breaking somebody's arm. You remember that on that little
That was a
bullshit
fucked
ass
up
fucking
day.
bike.
This nigga said because he was busy breaking somebody's arm.
breaking someone's arm on a bullshit little bike.
My nigga, that was a horrible day. That was a fucking.
But you got to break somebody's arm though.
It's not like a you got to. I was like shit scared at like. It was like yo, oh no, yeah. Like it was so many mixed emotions. I was terrified and elated at the same damn time. I can't break nobody's arm now. I was in way better shape back then. Nah, I can't break nobody's arm now, nigga.
You can use leverage. Like,
Yeah, I guess you could.
good old fashioned over the shoulder judo arm break if they allow it. Well, if you tire them out enough and just, well, if this is happening to you, crunch.
Nah, it was definitely just a like quick. I don't know, like possessed by the spirit of Steven Seagal or some shit. Like I don't think I could do that shit again. Honestly,
Or
maybe.
like,
I mean, you could. But
or like catch their arm under your armpit. And then
that's
just-
exactly what happened. I caught his arm under my armpit and twisted and pulled up. Not my fault that nigga don't get no calcium and vitamin D. Can I get some light over here?
From what?
Anything.
I was talking about like
How to use the computer.
catch their inside, like catch their inside arm with your outside arm and then like palm it from the outside.
Even that's a lot of work. But yeah, nigga, I was riding that little bullshit girl bike. Fucking fireworks going off. Everybody's happy. I'm pedaling hard as hell. All them Jersey ass hills. That shit was a horrible day.
What happened that day?
I lost some money. Like
Aside from you breaking someone's arm.
it's a horrible day for that guy. He had the worst July 4th ever.
What did happen that day? I think we just went to Amanda's house and then
Had fun.
and then moved the party somewhere else.
Oh, wait, was that the day that the deaf guy was there too? And we walked to somebody else's house?
I think so.
Was that the night when freaking Sally and Jay had that fight?
And then like
It might have been. I thought that was a different night.
and then like some girl was drinking. She was like underage and shit. And I think you took her, and then we all took her like back to her house and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some bitch was drinking, and she was too young, and he was like, yo, you gotta get the fuck out of here.
I was like, well, we're leaving this place. I think that was also the day that the deaf guy was also there as well.
What deaf guy? What deaf guy?
I want to say Spanish. The fresh-faced Spanish deaf guy spoken sign language all the time.
I imagine you would, him being deaf.
Yes.
Yo, this shit is wholly unsatisfied. I think I should re-roll it. I'm not sure.
But yeah, a lot of stuff just seems to blend together from the Jersey side because you're drunk
Yeah.
most of the time.
Yeah, like just one big.
One big multi-day occurrence.
And then I was living there one day.
Do you also remember the time when that guy knifed the gate and he missed you? He just knifed the gate.
Nigga, that was because of that white bitch, man. That's why I don't fuck with white bitches no more.
That wasn't even in Jersey. That was
That was something completely
That was back
different.
in high school, but like, that's why I don't fuck with white bitches no more.
that happened in Ronkonkoma or something.
No, that happened
No,
at
that happened
Kew
in
Gardens.
Queens.
Oh.
Yeah, Queens.
One of those places out there. Whatever. They were racist and they
Ronkonkoma's
had
not in
knives.
Queens.
Shut up.
Word.
It's a distance. It's a good old distance away from here.
You know, I did such a vibrant, alive, and well racist community just in New York. Like how you in the most populous, diverse place like in the U.S. and you still a skinhead? Like,
Seriously.
at this point, you should just leave. It's a little hard.
Just go to Britain. Like, what are you doing here?
Go to
And even
Norway.
them, they got actual Africans and Jamaicans.
That's it.
And
Yeah.
you're racist as fuck out there.
Yeah, Europe's pretty
It's
racist.
fucking BMP,
You know what?
huh?
BNP.
Yeah, the British. The British something or other shithead. We're not racist, but actually we're racist. Group.
British something party.
Or is it the BDF? Whatever.
Big dub fucks.
I think it might be the BDF, like British Defense. BDL. It's the BDL, British Defense League.
British Defense League.
The potato face racist idiot league.
Potato face racist idiot league.
Like, it like. If you're a part of BDL, like people a part of BDL have that really European, like non-attractive, like big white, like potato face. That
Dough face.
that big white British dough face.
Red cheeks. Flat nose, bad teeth.
Yep.
They're defending Britishness.
Yep.
Making sure the foul foreign hordes don't taint their precious gene pool of women who look just like them with wigs on. The best thing that happened to British women was interracial relationships.
Yep.
Some of them bitches is dowdy as hell. They needed a little something in there to spice up the gene pool. Because let's face it, that part of Europe, they genes is boring. France, Britain, all them niggas over in that area, they genes is boring.
Yep.
It ain't until you start getting like southern, like Sicily and shit, you get certain exotic Mediterranean genes up in there. But like from like France all the way up to like Norway and Denmark, blonde head, blue eyes, at best.
Yeah.
You know, that's the best it gets. The frozen north part of Europe, you get the ice queens, but that's it. Like, if you're into that, you're into that. But if you're not, then most of Central and Northern Europe hold nothing for you.
But yeah. So what are we gonna talk about first? The glass ceiling or the election?
You choose.
I want to lead into British
sorry.
randomness also. So we'll start with the glass ceiling.
I'm really mad at that L. Like, that shit just really saddened me. This Fonto, I forgot how butt it was. Jason, why didn't you get the other Fonto from inside? You like smoking whack ass L's, that's why.
It relaxes him.
Facts.
Alright, so yeah, Morgan brought up a topic that apparently has been going on, this supposed glass ceiling for female talk show hosts.
Late night
talk show hosts.
You know,
Like, real deal, mainstay talk show, like late night talk show hosts.
Stephen Colbert, Jon Stewart.
Like Stephen Colbert and Jon Stewart, who made their show what it was.
Yeah.
Because they weren't mainstay until probably like season 4 of their shows.
Yeah.
Stephen Colbert, I feel like his became a mainstay pretty early because he was working at the Daily Show.
Yeah,
And then
so he already
yeah.
just like springboarded it.
Yeah, and then he splintered off and got his own thing.
Yup.
But yeah, speaking of which, the African black guy, the half black guy is going to be doing the Daily Show now.
Yes, I heard about that. Trevor Noah or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. He's going to be doing the Daily Show now. Wow. Huh. I'd heard about that. What's the deal with that?
Because, you already know that Jon Stewart's retiring. So.
Yeah. Does Trevor Noah have what it takes?
Trevor Noah's pretty fucking funny, so.
But does he have that leading man? Does he have enough seriousness, credibility to get it done, too?
Well,
So you got to be funny, but you also got to be a valid news source, too. This is weird. That's why shows
Yeah.
like the Daily Show and the Colbert Report are, like, very unique and actually fairly, like, I guess you'd say recent. I can't think of any show before them that, like, managed to be that funny, like, and a valid source of news. What the hell is that? Oh, that's lit.
Oh! It's like a mini bone or something. Like
Yeah,
a mini
little
pipe.
mini pipe with a lighter.
That's attached to a lighter.
Well, that the lighter is attached to it.
Yeah. But yeah, what was, they became valid news sources. Daily Show, well, they both had their niche. Daily Show was more like poking fun at the news and also like showing all the bullshit that's going on. And the Colbert Report was more like a spoof Fox News.
Yeah. But still both valid vehicles of news. They both had real news.
Yeah.
It's just they deliver the facts and then give you a funny joke and a graphic and shit, you know?
Mm-hmm. But like, and there's the actual like mainstays, Letterman, and now Conan
Yeah.
and Leno, who's still going for some reason, although
Crips and
nobody,
shit.
nobody finds him funny anymore. Like,
Jay Leno hasn't been funny in a long time.
I know.
I think it's just like, I think it's just like he's like grandfather clothes. It's like it's a respect thing. It's like Stan Lee, you know, cameo in movies. It's just, at this point, it's like, you know, he's been around so long as the face of late night that like the only thing he can do is die.
Yeah, at this point, he's making too much money to.
His fan base is still alive.
Yeah.
You know, which swings us back to our topic. It's like, it's not that there's not enough room for a female talk show host, late night talk show host, but like it would be a difficult niche for her to carve. Because, you know, where are we going to fit another late night talk show? One. Secondly,
another serious late night talk show. Cause
secondly,
like I had brought up the last time we talked about this, like Chelsea Handler has her late night thing, but she's basically just doing her. It's not.
It's ironic and kind of funny how there's a series coming out soon about a woman, about a fictitious late night talk show, a female late night talk show host.
Yeah.
But I think it's not so much that like people, because like, you know, I was reading the article and like a lot of comments saying, a lot of women are saying it's like, oh, you know, it's an exclusive boys club and they're, you know, not allowing. I mean, one, you know, Comedy Central has offered the Daily Show position to female comedians. I forget which ones. It was Amy Pohl and another one, Pohl, whatever. It has an H and an L in there.
Huh?
It has an H and an L in there, and her name.
Amy Palmer.
What? Might have been, but whatever.
And I think I know the exact two you're talking about, because they've been like
But they turned it down.
They've been like the comedy it girls for a long time.
Yeah, but they turned it down. So it was like, you know, they were given a shot, but they didn't want to do it. And, you know, who else, you know, can really carry it? Because it's not an easy sell, you know. Even for a male, you know, it's not that it's an exclusive boys club. It's just you've got these established faces, these people doing it for so long. It's a credibility thing. It's hard to break in new. And when people break in new, it wasn't like it was ever easy for them. Like, at first, when The Daily Show first came out, like, people liked it. It was funny, but he got a lot of criticism for it.
As he would. Because of, you know, the political shit that he's talking about.
And any other network would have axed it, too. But, you know, Comedy Central is smart and knows, you know, controversy equals ratings. Jason.
Also, Comedy Central is known to just like.
Oh, you mad? We're gonna keep it running.
Also, though, like Comedy Central only access stuff for ratings. Like if they get poor ratings, because Comedy Central makes a show like a show a year basically. Like a new show will come out, and if it ain't doing well, it's gone.
Oh yeah, one season gone.
Yep. So many new shows. So many like, hey, we're giving you a chance to have your own show for a while.
Yeah.
If it don't do well, it's getting axed.
Brutally and efficiently.
Yeah.
They will kill you after one season.
They managed to strike what like. If Tosh.0 came out 1 year later, that shit would have not like caught.
Yeah.
That shit struck while the iron was hot. Tosh was at his peak.
And he just limped on for quite some time. They don't still do that show anymore, do they?
I don't think so, but it's in syndication now. They play reruns.
God. But like, yeah, Tosh.0.
Tosh.0 is the show that you see late at night on Comedy Central now.
Yeah. I hate that it's still limping along, you know, and like just axe it forever. It wasn't that funny when it first came out. It had its moments, and Tosh has his moments. But like, when you start seeing the later episodes, you're like, how did this show get allowed to limp on so long? It's like, even he in the later episodes is like, this isn't funny anymore. You know, he even like seems like he's lost faith in it.
He's like, oh, you're still gonna pay me to do this? All right.
Yeah, you know, I'll keep taking your money.
I'll still be mean to people on camera if you want.
Word, you know.
And freaking Amy Schumer. I don't know how people. I know comedy is supposed to be subjective, but I maybe her show is funny, but her stand-up isn't.
Mm-hmm. Is she like too much like woman comedian, like man, vagina?
No, she's too much edgy female comedian.
Oh, okay.
Blah blah blah. It's funny because I'm a whore. Black people.
Yeah. That she wouldn't make a very good late night host.
Not at all.
And I think it's harder also for a female, you know, to night after night like still relate to a largely male dominated audience. You know.
I think I nailed it down. She's like a bootleg Chelsea Handler.
Oh.
Because Chelsea seems like she actually generally doesn't give a fuck.
Huh. Not like she's just pretending to not give a fuck.
Yeah, and Amy Schumer has like the dowdy, like kind of doughy white girl looks, like the girl next door looks, and it's like, people won't believe what's gonna come out of my mouth when I get on stage. Blah blah blah. I'm a whore, right? Black people.
I suppose it would take a real tough mix of qualities to make a good female late night talk show. It's like she'd have to still be, you know, relatable, but you know, can't alienate the current audience. Still attract the female audience, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you know, people, you know, like cut on Stephen Colbert. Like, well, no, basically this woman who wrote this article and like some of the comments were like cutting on Stephen Colbert and like his like, you know, his kind of 50s chauvinist like bourbon and cigar guy kind of.
She didn't get the point.
Yeah, it's kind of how I felt.
He's supposed to be like a parody Republican.
Yeah. I guess she took it too serious.
Yeah.
You know. It does seem like he's a little like that on the low. Like, he seems like a libertarian. Like, he seems like he's probably got like Republican like ideals about like business and economy and shit, but like libertarian ideals because you know he smokes hella bud. You know, he does. It's fact. He's a very vocal like pro weed guy. You know, I'm pretty
a
sure.
lot of comedians are.
Yeah, because weed is good. People smoke weed. It's good. Everyone smokes weed, and most people should.
And stuff.
Frankly, eat it, smoke it, make a lollipop out of it. I don't care. Just get it in there. It's a good thing. Look how many people drink and pop fucking pills and shit like that, and that shit's terrible for you. Just smoke some fucking weed. And I mean, what kills me is that they should just legalize it, and then everyone should just try it for the fuck of it. The reason I say this is because when your doctor, like I said, who was I in the car with? I was probably you, Jason, where I was telling you about how they give out
Free samples and stuff.
Prescribed medication, free samples.
Just give everybody a free.
Don't you think that's a little bit despicable? Just really sit there and think about that. You want a free Prozac sample? you want some generic Xanax? Like, it's that new Xanax coming out. Here, have a free sample. See how unanxious it makes you. Like, see if it's working out for you. Like, what? How do you? That's what our pharmaceutical industry has come to.
If we're gonna have like a pharmaceutical talk, we need Leon.
Yeah,
because he'll go on for.
But I'm just saying,
like a burning comet.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I mean, like, everybody should just like try the weed for your problems, and if nothing else, if it works, don't do it. If it don't work, don't do it anymore. But if it does, you'd be probably surprised how many problems would be solved so much easier with weed rather than a like deadly cocktail of 6 different, random opiates. It's ridiculous. But yeah, a lot of comedians smoke weed. Plus, it's in right now, and it's funny. I don't know why weed is funny. Like, why is it inherently the only drug that's, like, actually really, really funny? Coke's starting to come around and be a little bit funny now,
Coke is, like, edgy funny right now.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of been.
It's gone from it used to kind of be like a little bit unacceptable.
Yeah, but like now, well,
any depiction of Coke in the media, in any form of media up until a certain point, was only in the form of like bad guys. You know? If you were depicted doing Coke or you talked about Coke in any way or anything, you either talking out against it and telling people not to fuck with it, or you're a bad guy. One or the other. That was Coke's image until like now.
Ty's window.
Yeah. Now it's like, like you said, like edgy funny.
Yeah. Like now that the drug talks are open and people are less like on edge about drugs.
Yeah. Coke is taking on.
Let in the Coke jokes.
Yeah. Because, I mean, funny enough, like, I don't want to say weed is a gateway drug, but it kind of isn't a little bit. It is a little bit. Because, like, you notice how, like, weed has become totally acceptable now.
Check out
Doug
Stanhope and Jim Jeffries.
Weed has, like, barely any stigma really hard on it now. It kind of does, but, like, hell, it's legal in a couple states now. At this point, it's like, now it's just like a, you won't get, like, super duper hammered on for smoking weed. But like now you notice like doing a little Coke on weekends, depending on your crowd, won't get you really super hammered on, like I've been around people like even fairly recently, like on the weekend, you want to bump? I'm like, no, thank you. I won't lie. I sat there and thought about it a little bit.
Thanks for the offer, though.
I know. I sat there and thought about it a little bit. It's like, it's Friday. One time it was a Thursday, though. I was like, nah. But then one time it was a Friday. I was like, all right, nah. I try to avoid Coke on the East Coast. It's usually pretty bunk.
Short Coke.
Yeah.
Short Coke.
Word, like, doing bad Coke, like, it really make you like. I always feel really bad about it like later because I'm like, oh man, I snorted something and it was bad. Like I wasted like, cause like I feel like you only got but so many snorts in your life before your nose start looking all fucked up. Before there's adverse effects, And like I've not done enough Coke in my life to have any adverse effects. Like I said, I can totally take it or leave it. I can count on one hand the times that I've like bought it. And it was probably not. I didn't even really all the way buy it. It was just like, I'll throw 10 on that. I'll throw 20 on that. Like, totally take it or leave it. So it's like yeah. But when I do bad coke, because like since I don't do it often, I like to only do really good coke. So when I snort bad coke, like yo, I feel so terrible the next day, but it's emotional. Like I really beat on myself. It's like
no.
what's wrong with you? For shame.
Shite coke? How dare you?
Word, like shite coke? Honestly,
You know better than this.
I expected more from you.
You're me.
I expected so much more from you, me. This is just, you know, I make myself feel like the dog that like peed inside, hit myself on the nose with a newspaper. Go to your room. Matter of fact, go to work. Bad. So I try only to do it on weekends, especially like a Friday or a Saturday, so that it's like if I do like wake up the next day feeling all shameful, I try not to have work. But now I work every day. Weekends mean nothing, so it's like I do almost no coke now because weekends I always work, and I still feel dirty doing it on a Wednesday, even if that's my weekend. Who the fuck snorts coke on a Wednesday? Like Monday or Tuesday? What the hell?
Your life's out of control, buddy.
Word,
You
like,
need to cool it. Save that shit for the weekend.
word, like that should just be a weekend only drug. That shit should be legal from like Friday 5:30.
That's like somebody pop
till like Monday at 6 a.m. You can do your last bump. Like 5:50, it's a cop like, hey, buddy. Alright, look at the time, man. It's almost 6 a.m. You guys gotta snort all that before 6 a.m.
You're kind of skirting the line.
You're skirting the line here. You better get rid of all that stuff, alright?
You're basically riding the 2-minute warning right
It's
now.
Monday morning, alright?
Yeah.
You know, that shit should just be legal only on the weekends.
That's like doing fucking acid before you go to work.
Yo, you do acid before you go to work. You're the fucking man. Like, who are you? Like,
Where you working?
where do you work at? Like, no place should that ever be acceptable. Even if you, like, sell psychedelics and, like, pipes and fucking...
Whew, man. I don't usually sell pipes to phoenixes, but I guess I'm gonna have to.
You just walk in and you're just like, yo, there's so much air in here. I'm breathing great. I'm breathing wonderfly in here.
You might want. Hey. You might want to do something about your friend. He's turning to liquid.
What the fuck you doing?
Really, bro? So you're gonna take some of mine, but I can't have some of yours?
You ain't got no more?
No.
Obviously.
You be drinking all this shit.
What do you say? Give me the juice. What is this? Like, what kind of filth? What?
All right. So, is that all? I didn't feel like we touched on the topic. I feel like we went on a giant tangent.
We did. We did touch on it. We touched it. We scraped a little at it.
Yeah.
And started talking about other stuff.
Yeah. So.
Oh, it smells like fried chicken.
It does.
Damn, that's
So,
making me hungry.
like, people are talking about females aren't. It's a boys' club and females aren't allowed into. Okay, yeah. The last thing we said that was relevant was someone like with a personality well suited enough to carry
that vehicle.
and it seems like the ones that do have the personalities that can carry it passed up on the job. And they
Yeah,
wanna
they wanna do
so.
it. You know. So that I say that I don't think there's a glass ceiling so much as it's just that currently,
None of the like possible candidates want to take up the mantle.
yeah, there's a lack of space. It's a tough role, and it's tough even for a guy, you know, because the people that are successful late night talk show hosts really worked and pushed hard to create their vehicle, you know.
Yeah, and the Daily Show and the freaking Colbert Report carved out a niche, and now they got this shit going.
Yeah, they shouldn't even have been examples in that whole
And
thing
then-
she was saying.
And then when they got out, they basically like Colbert basically passed his slot off to his homie, the black dude with the glasses. So now he has his night show thing going,
What's his thing?
What is it called? I think it's literally called like late show with late night show with like at night with I forget the guy's name. And like you said, two people passed up doing the Daily Show.
Yeah.
So
both females.
Now the South African black guy's doing it.
He's the only South African that's not a bad guy.
Yep.
Or like you can't even mistake him for a bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why he needs to like make a movie and cast him as a bad guy ASAP. Just hurry up and drag his name and image through the mud quickly, so he can be associated with villainy.
He doesn't have the face for it though.
No, that's why it'd be perfect. He can be a super nice, evil South African villain.
Ah. That's extra villainous.
Super nice guy, but evil. And thicken up his South African accent a little bit.
He still has it.
Make him be like, no, thicken it up a little bit. You know, like, it has to be really, really like, a little bit overdone. You know? Like, not how he would talk, but how, like, the guy who sells, like, bootleg DVDs down the block from his crib back in South Africa talks. You know? Some shit like that. Like, you gotta really bring us that thick accent and just make him, like, a super nice bad guy.
That reminds me of a Jim Jeffries joke. He was like, I'm not really good at doing the South African accents. He's an Australian guy.
Mm.
He's like, I'm not really. He's like, just imagine my accent, but I'm punching a black person.
Yeah, I seen that episode, yeah.
What I'm saying is South Africans are terrible people.
Yeah, I seen that episode. That's the joke I remember too. Nigga, just picture my accent punching a black guy.
Oh man, so I guess we've not really a lot of meat on that topic. I guess we can move on to the election.
Yeah.
This wackadoo bullshit election that's going on.
Yeah, yo, what's this fucking election come to, man? Everybody in it just kind of blows so hard, and if it comes down to Hillary and Trump, which it probably won't, because I think Trumpomania has kind of ended. Like that last GOP debate when he was arguing with Jeb Bush. Like that took like
it's a blower when you're arguing with Jeb Bush of all people.
Yeah, like Jeb Bush, like, you know,
people already think that George Bush is a high functioning autist.
Well, Jeb Bush is actually not that bad. He's not like stupid like George Bush. Like,
and Jeb Bush,
his name's just Jeb.
And Jeb is just kind of like they grabbed him off his farm. He was like, I don't want it, but I guess I got it. It's a family business. I gotta try. I gotta give it the old college try.
I guess I'll just politics. Well, all right.
Gotta give it the old college try.
Yeah, he's pretty like bland, you know. But like, you know, him and Trump got into it on some key issues, and you know, Trump basically insulted his wife, who's a Mexican American. And he demanded he apologized to her. You know, he covered the fact how Trump had literally no foreign policy experience or any idea of what he was going to do going forward with, you know,
no policy experience, period.
Well, you know, when it comes to economics and like the whole, you know, thing, like, I mean, he's vehemently against illegal immigrants. I'm not supporting the building of this wall. I mean, on the one hand, the building of a wall on the one hand would stimulate jobs and lead to more security, but and illegal immigrants are kind of bad. I have nothing against legal immigration, but illegal immigration is kind of bad. But like his vehement hate and racism.
We don't call them illegal immigrants anymore, bro. We call them undocumented.
I don't like that.
You gotta watch that episode of South Park.
That makes me really, really angry. Undocumented. It makes it sound like they're okay. It's okay for them to be here. It's not committing a crime.
They just haven't filled out paperwork yet. Like they plan on it.
Like they're working on it. You know, like they slipped through a crack. Like it's our fault. You know? No. You paid some guy $3,000 to smuggle you over here in the bed of a pickup truck. You know what I'm saying? Drinking runoff water from the bottom of a fucking tarp. That's not legal. That's not okay. And it's like, I'm not a racist. I have nothing against Hispanic people. Love your women and the food.
Mm-hmm.
You know, great culture, all of that. No problem against it. But, like, still a crime to immigrate somewhere without filing the proper paperwork.
Not to mention we paying taxes to keep them alive, and also freaking insurance premiums go up when they get into car accidents with no goddamn insurance.
Factamundo. That's my only problem. Like, legally immigrate here. And I understand it's hard, but, like, I don't mean just illegally immigrate here. Shit, like, it's not right. You know, but nah, Trump's not gonna win. I don't even think he's gonna get the Republican nomination.
Of course fucking not. Like, here's what I say about Trump. I'm not ready. I'm not even gonna sit here and humor his, like, his speak his mind, like, attitude. I'm not
even gonna play into that.
I'm not even gonna play into that until he addresses that bullshit on the top of his head. Like,
you're
he could be straight shooter Trump all he want, but until he address that shit on the top of his head.
Just go to, like, I just want to, like, go to the debate and just, like, every question, like, somehow, like, it's just me in different costumes, and I'm, like, trying to just, like, get the questions. Excuse me, yes, Mr. Trump, what exactly is on your head?
What is that situation? What is the situation on top of your head?
Next question, Mr. Trump. What exactly is going on with the situation on your head? When are we gonna see, you know, when are we gonna see some disclosure? When are we gonna be told what is it?
I don't have to take this. Next question. Trump. Mr. Trump. For years now, there's been turmoil and conflict on the top of your head. I need you to disclose the information. I need you to tell us.
I won't be party to this. Next question. Mr. Trump, yes, Mr. Trump. If it's one more. Is it a raccoon, Mr. Trump?
Maybe
a feather. Get it off your head.
Maybe a feather duster.
A sugar glider.
Did you make a contract with it? Is it just...
Are you unable to remove it? Will it affect your run for presidency? Like,
but yeah, and Hillary with her, like people already on, like, sneaky deaky Hillary. They don't trust her no more.
Don't nobody trust. Like, I don't think she's gonna get the nomination. She's still fairly popular, and the whole women's vote thing. She's, like, really trying to cling to that platform. But, like, I really hope that this, like, haze of scandal, sneaky Hillary over here, I really hope this haze of scandal, like, really has put the kabuts on her political ambitions, because I think she'd be another welfare president. Pump a lot of social programs that wouldn't do too much for us.
I mean, she can still hang by a thread if the women vote is like the black vote, then she could just keep pushing women's issues and see if she can't just stick to that for dear life.
Well, you gotta remember, she won't get the black men's vote. So
Yeah.
It's not like the black vote. Like, you gotta remember, Obama got that landslide because of the black vote. But you gotta remember, it all comes down to the Electoral College anyway.
Yeah.
Because neither Hillary nor Trump are going to be favorites for electoral votes. They're both, Ben Carson, Jeb Bush. Those are more, like, realistic candidates.
And to be honest, freaking Obama had it locked from the jump. That media coverage, that shit was...
I think we're going to have, like, a super boring president. I think we're going to have, like, Ben Carson or Jeb Bush. I think it's just going to be, like, a super uneventful presidency. I don't really think anything's going to change much. I think we're going to be in Iraq and Afghanistan and, Iran and all these other stands. I think we're going to be there until, like, 2037. Like, every president's been talking about ending the war in the Middle East and extending the war in the Middle East and ending it while extending it, and a gradual pullback with a gradual strengthening of forces and putting more forces in place as they simultaneously remove more forces. And bulking up forces while reducing number of soldiers. Like, what does that mean? Adding and subtracting and dividing,
Yada, yada.
Yeah, we've been over there since, like, 2002? Like, people haven't really sat and thought about how long this war has been. We've been over there for over a decade. And nothing has changed. Show me a president that can. I don't care if you don't feed me. I'm gonna pull home the troops. Blah blah. I'm not expecting them to ask for that. I don't believe it. Just change anything. Just something. I don't care if you send more troops in. If the region gets more stable, fine. I don't care if you pull more troops out and it fucking falls to shit. Whatever the case, just what we're doing now isn't working because we've been doing it for more than a decade. Nothing has changed. I mean, it's kind of gotten a little worse. It's gotten a lot worse. Yeah, everything's worse. There's the Arab Spring and the dawn of ISIS. They're actually calling it that. You know, some people actually calling it the dawn of ISIS.
Wow.
Like, seriously?
That's a little bit too serious.
Did they pick ISIS and then, like, they rock with it? Or, like, how did that name come about? And how come some people say it's ISIL? ISIL. Like, is there a difference? What are we, like, You hear Al-Qaeda's beefing with ISIS now?
Yeah. They've been beefing with ISIS.
Well, no, some of them joined ISIS. Some of them,
Yeah, because they're snatching up, like, the younger people from Al-Qaeda.
yeah. And they're beefing with, Hamas, not Hamas, they're beefing with, what's that other terrorist group? I can't remember it for the life of me. They're beefing with another terrorist group. But Donald Trump don't know dick about none of them. They caught him in the debate. Because, like, he's like, I admit I don't know the difference between Hezbollah and Hamas. Yeah, that's when they're beefing with Hezbollah. I was reading about how many, like, Islamic extremist organizations and all that, and, like, how deep this shit really goes. Like, our news just paints it like there's just some big, bad Muslim Islamic, homogenous force of evil, But, and it's like, it's easier for Americans to understand things in, like, American-sized terms, like, to believe that they're all just one big unified
There's just
Islamic
evil, gun
evil over there,
yelling Muhammad Jihad
yeah,
things
and they're
going
all
over there.
teamed up, yeah. But in actuality,
They're all afraid and jealous of our freedom.
there are like 90 different freaking, maybe not that many, but a whole bunch of freaking different organizations. They break up into different, you got Shiites and you got Sunnis and, the extremists and the moderate extremists and the really, really extreme extremists. Like, when you think about it, it's like, you got extremists. He's got like an AK.
Oh, yeah, late entry into the whole, like, bomb scare kid. He's not even Middle Eastern. He's from, he's like a Muslim from Africa.
Wow.
Sudan, I think.
Oh. Well, they're still suing.
Yeah. But yeah, continue.
Doesn't matter. Sudanese Muslims are blowing shit up too.
Yeah.
All the shit that's happening in the Middle East is happening in Africa too. They're filled with Muslims there too. It's all happening there. It's just people, the news media.
It's all happening there, but the media focuses on the Middle East, and if you're blowing up
We're
Muslim,
Africa'd out from the 90s.
Yeah.
The news media.
If you're a Muslim blowing up stuff, you're from the Middle East.
Yeah.
Guaranteed, no matter if you have anything to back it up and say that they're not. No,
Yeah.
they are.
Yeah, they'll just assume it. And not to mention, like I said, like, all the shit that's still happening. Like, Africa's still war-torn, and it's still the same shit going on. It's just news media doesn't cover it anymore because it's no longer the hot button issue.
Still General Tupac and butt naked over there and everything.
Yeah. Still, a nightmare.
Yeah.
Heart of Darkness and shit. But
still cannibals over there.
yeah. But, oh my god, is that poo? No. But, yeah, they, it's still the same. It's still the same situation. It's just, they beat it to death in the late 80s and the 90s. So they're like, people don't want to hear about Africa.
Brought it back for a little while with Coney.
Yeah. I mean, if you listen to the BBC, they still cover all the Africa crap. Like, I watch the BBC sometimes, and, like, to hear, like, when you hear, and then, like, in Sudan, this and this and this happened.
To hear actual news.
Yeah, it's like, oh, wow, damn, like, Africa's still horrible.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 2015, there's still, like, child soldiers and shit. All sorts of fucked up shit like that. Still happening, Yep. But, yeah, Trump has no fucking foreign policy at all. Hillary's a criminal. You know, Jeb Bush is another Bush.
Yeah, nobody, like, that's the thing. Like, even if he was talking some hot shit,
Yeah, nobody
he would
really,
have to be talking some super
some
duper.
super hot, heavy, hot magma
Some
fire.
yeah shit. Like,
Right.
right now, nobody's trying to have Bush Part 3.
Yeah. Like, he'd have to be actually talking like some real magic shit, like, which everyone would just assume he's lying.
Yep.
You know, that's the thing about a politician. Even if he had some great, crazy plan to, like, really do some shit and, like, you know, do some shit no politician's ever done before and not get killed. Like, even if he had the main man, master plan, he wouldn't be able to, like, pull it off because, like, people would just be like, yeah, sure. You know? Because, like,
Just
they
like,
could just come in, like,
your father, right? Just like your brother, right?
yeah, it's like,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna lower taxes. I'm gonna increase wages. I'm gonna destroy the deficit. I'm gonna triple the surplus. I'm gonna give more jobs, restore the economy. Like, nigga, like, yeah, sure, all right. I wish some president would just come along that's just like knows how to do it. I don't even care. And you know what? Would you elect him Supreme Chancellor?
Who?
If some guy came along, like this guy, all right, say this fictional president comes along, and he's slinging some hot shit, like, let's just say for like argument's sake, he kind of looks a little bit like Colonel Sanders. You know, let's just say for argument's sake, he's got like fantastic facial hair. He's fucking, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it, he's half black too, just like Obeezy. Fuck it, you know.
You know, I'm listening.
You know, whatever, you know. You know, I'm kind of picturing, what's that guy? Not Charlton Heston. Like, kind of like, let's say, Colonel Sanders combined with, maybe like, Billy D. Williams or something. Like, something. Like, just some crazy looking motherfucker. And he just come out talking some hot shit. Right? Talking about, I'm gonna fix everything. And I'm talking everything. The police brutality, the war in the Middle East. Like, he's just gonna stabilize it. Fucking, you know, send just the right amount of troops. And just everything's fixed. And then fucking talk about, I'm gonna fix the economy too. I'm gonna fucking, taxes go down. Wages go up somehow. They don't even know how that works. Like, you know, companies want to do business in America again. You know? Fucking, he start fixing the infrastructure, give everybody jobs again. We get into a profitable war with Russia. I don't know, just all kinds of shit. And he just says, you know what? After, like, you know, he goes for a second term. Now America is just, for the last 8 years, just been the most prosperous. Like, everything is great. Every one of us right now, we're making like $900 a week after taxes. Everybody. That's like just the new standard. And the prices on everything went down too. Gas is $1.89 a gallon. He tapped the oil reserves in Alaska safely and said, fuck it, we don't need foreign oil anymore. Nah, gas is fucking $1.16 a gallon. Everybody getting subsidized low interest car loans. But we got the money to pay it back because we all make $900 a week, everybody. After taxes, which went down. Nobody need Medicare because freaking all companies gotta offer it now. He made it a law. And gives people, give the companies a huge tax write-off if they comply. He fixed everything. And then, end of his second term, he says, you know what, America? Why don't we just say fuck terms, fuck this whole shit, elect me Grand Chancellor of the United States of America. Of the Empire of the United States of America. The United Empire of America. Elect me Grand Chancellor, people. I'm just saying. Come on. You guys elect me Grand Chancellor. Like, we can live like this for another 50 years. More. Longer. I'll probably unlock the secrets to longer living. Just, you know, elect me Grand Chancellor.
Nah.
With all the powers therein. You know what I'm saying here.
Yeah.
You know. He's Grand Chancellor now, you know. Democracy is now in his good faith.
You can't veto me, I'm Grand Chancellor.
Yeah, like, he's elected Grand Chancellor, can dissolve the legislative, dissolve Congress if he wants.
Yeah, nah.
You wouldn't take that chance?
No.
Like, he's the ultra politician.
Rome.
Like, he's making everything good. Like, yo, Coca-Cola is down to 50 cents again.
Nah, Rome. Greece.
Not going with it.
Nah.
$900 a week. You make it. That's the lowest. That's minimum wage now.
That's a good 2 to 4 years we had. Get on Congress.
He said that's a good couple terms, boy.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry you can't run again.
Get on Congress. See if you can, like, still run things from there. Now that you got all that good clout from running the country, people are bound to listen to you if you're on Congress.
Nah, your best bet is a gubernatorial run, and I'm moving to that state. I'm moving straight to whatever state he in.
Yep.
You wouldn't vote for his move to Grand Chancellor?
Nah.
You either, Jason?
No, why? The fuck?
He's running everything good. He's obviously capable. You're just,
Give him the keys. No.
giving him the keys because he's proven that he can hold them.
No. That's what he wants you.
He gonna pull a flim flam on the second day. That'd be some funny shit if like niggas say, for the first time in history, America is now ruled by a Grand Chancellor. He won the election, everything. My nigga, you go to sleep, you wake up the next morning, and it's a futuristic, dystopian, brutal regime. Talking about the next day, you come outside and the color palette gray. It's raining. That shit wasn't even on the forecast. There's a tripod walker with a red-eyed. Submit your identity papers. Niggas marching through the streets like, yo, my nigga, I just went to bed. Like, what is this?
Is there anyone else worth talking about other than the low-key dude who everybody seems to like the
Ben Carson?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone seems to like him.
The darling candidate, basically.
He's Democrat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on the Democratic ticket. Yeah, everybody seems to really like him because a lot of people don't want another Democrat, but he's talking a lot of stuff people want to hear. Every politician right now is just doing so much pandering this race. It's like everyone this election is like runners up from last election who didn't really make it and no one gives two dicks about them. And it's like everyone is just like, please, please, please elect me president. Please, 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 this is my shot. It's like we really got a pot full of losers this election.
That reminds me. What's his name again?
Ben Carson.
Yeah, Ben Carson. He was doing I think it was him.
Time out. All right. First of all, Ben Carson is the black guy. The guy I was thinking about is Bernie Sanders. All right. Time in.
Anyway, he was doing a rally, this whole rally, just speaking to the people and whatnot, doing his rounds, and some fucking pseudo black activist bitch kicked him off his podium and started talking some wild whatever bullshit, doing the Black Lives Matter movement a disservice.
What's going on?
Oh, because he's black.
Huh?
Because he's black.
Yeah, but you was paying back
No.
credit too.
He's an old white guy.
But I copped.
Then what's the black?
And the
There's
time
another
before
black
that,
guy.
Before I even pulled out
Running
the
for
credit, I
president.
copped the 20. And then I copped the 10 before that.
I forget his name.
I always mix the two up.
Yeah. But yeah.
But yeah,
She basically got up there, started accusing people of being racist, and
there's a couple of bad apples really spoiling this Black Lives movement, and I'm really mad that it's just become that we as a people have just turned it into another vehicle for ignorance and Twitter shit.
Yep.
I hate it how whenever black people we get together and form a message again and and start communicating shit and I get that social media isn't going away and it's a vital part of our culture now and oh my god blah blah blah, but I hate it when it's the problem with it is that not only is it so vital, but it's so irrelevant, so unfiltered, so retarded.
Because then the undesirables and the shitheads get to be
But that's
involved.
the nature of society. It's like you can't have society and freedom without shitheads and retards.
No, but that's what I'm saying though. Like, since people are paying more attention to the social like media verse, like the undesirables and the shitheads have a bigger voice, and then it's like, oh, there they go, spoiling it for people.
It's like a giant canvas where everyone's allowed to paint.
Yeah.
You know, so at the end of the day, it just looks like a bunch of shit on paper.
Morgan, come take this garbage out.
Okay.
I took it out last time.
We're recording right now.
Pause it. I'll take out this trash.
Alright, so back to the election after that wild tangent.
The election. Who's getting elected?
Presidential election.
No one's voting for Trump. The fuck does he know about a presidency?
We've already been over that. Ain't nobody voting for Trump. His little buzz was basically
Derailed by Jeb Bush. And then again by some other guy. Joe Biden and then some other guy.
like, it was basically people just humoring him at the beginning anyway. Like,
To a degree, but a lot of people started like getting on board with Trumpomania because of like, you know, him
Trumpomania?
Trumpomania.
2015, Trumpomania.
Who?
You finish your conversation.
Oh. But yeah. Yeah, and then, you know, we got Ben Carson, Hillary Criminal Clinton.
Hillary Criminal Clinton.
Alright.
Yeah, I see.
I would really want some Chinese food.
I think we covered everything. Well, everyone
we
who
did.
matters right now.
Yeah. I'm sure there's some other unimportant people.
Alright, and going off the loony cartoony, not Congress, government. Yeah, the loony cartoony government. British government continues to also be clown shoes.
Really? I didn't know they were that clown shoes.
Oh, they, like, I told you about that. Like, they need to just have like a 24-hour like filming of like their Congress. It's like somebody doing like WWE promos sometimes when they be on the mic just like yelling at Parliament. Or people like yelling up at the person on the podium.
I've only seen some.
You promised that you would do that last time, and you lied. Why should we trust you ever again? Yeah. And like,
You're a crook and a labour monger. For you to stand and accuse me of anything is just out and out slander.
yeah. So David Cameron, the current prime minister, was just recently accused by Lord Michael Ashcroft of fucking a dead pig.
Lord Michael Ashcroft?
Yes.
Wait, I see it in bold letters.
Yes.
The billionaire former British treasurer. Wait, that should totally kind of like, I don't know, the billionaire British treasurer? Like, hey, Lord Michael Ashcroft of fucking a dead pig. Huh.
Ashcroft said that David Cameron fucked a dead pig. That's the base levels of slander right
So
there.
they're basically saying that back in the day he stuck his dick in a dead pig's mouth to join some Oxford, you know, rich kid bad boys club.
Yep.
I don't know, let's sling up some dirt on Lord Michael Ashcroft. I'm sure there's some billionaire British former treasurer.
Because if you know something like that and you were there for that, then you probably did some dirt yourself.
Yeah, you either were there for that or you really know someone. Yeah, you're traveling those circles, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So if you
Lord Michael Ashcroft. Like, it's sad that British people are really still named like that. So are they going to impeach him as prime minister, or what do you do?
I doubt it.
Yeah.
This is just some dumb everyday British
clown shoes.
clown shoes government bullshit.
Next election, I think we really need to take a serious look at the fire party and Ezekiel Rage. Honestly, after this election going on now,
I'm down. When we turn 35, I'm 100% down.
yeah. As soon as we turn 35, I'm just giving it a whirl. By then, elections will be so fucking ridiculous.
Abraham and Ezekiel Rage of the fire party.
Yeah. Just, yeah. 2-man party and shit. And, we'll have total transparency on the books as far as our campaign.
Yep.
Every penny of your campaign donations buy us more Nomex fire retardant materials and gasoline.
Yeah.
We'll open the books to any and every audit.
Unless that book is the Book of Rage.
Yes, unless the book you want to see during the audit is the Book of Rage.
This big
Won't
brown
open that
fish
book.
Mm-hmm.
It's talking about a half for 100.
Yeah, I know he's been talking some shit about having some perp, but I only want to buy a really, 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 really tiny amount first to see if it's some Wesley
Bro, that's
bullshit.
fucking stupid. It's a half allowed. No.
Hold
All
off
right,
on
yeah.
this for 2 seconds.
Yeah, because we're doing it. Yeah, it's getting late anyway.
It's getting late, and we've basically exhausted our entire cachet of ideas. And
For now.
Yeah.
Next episode, we'll talk about the F-35.
Oh yeah.
What do you mean we exhausted our whole episode of ideas? What the fuck you do to
Nigga, just because you just got here, niggas been out here recording since 6:30. Fuck you.
My nigga, you ain't even tell them about the car company, Osprey.
That's definitely a whole nother podcast.
Yeah. That could go in that could go in the pot with the F-35.
F-35 is Osprey.
Niggas saying we need because we want to make the American auto
doesn't
industry
have
great
no
again.
Good cars going on right
We
now.
ain't pop American
Nothing.
auto industry ain't popping shit out right now. All bunky ass repaints.
Which is a topic for another time. We will see you on the next smoke break.
I want some Chinese food.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Put it out and pack it up.
Suck my dick, Juju. I want some HBO or either that or crab sticks.
I walk in, so unruly, feeling cocky, but not bougie, They all watch me, I'm a movie, All this purple, what the purple got me goofy, That girl right there, Karen, she feeling moody, I feel her booty, now she feeling groovy, I don't care, you don't like it, sue me, I'm a square, nuh-uh, that's what you be, I'm a player, at least I used to be. Now I'm not a player, I just happen to get coochie. In this bitch like Doug, I ain't talking flutie. On a trash can banging, everybody singing. You looking funny, bitch? Doug funny, bitch? You looking kinda funny, bitch? Doug funny, bitch? I'm the man. You can't school me. You can't teach me. You ain't hard, dog. You can't fool me. Pull my glass up. Get me started. Let's get started. I just gassed, bruh. Like I farted. Ugh. Oh, that's nasty. Gross. Yes, I am. You can't do it like me. No. Yes, I can. Throw some bass shit on. Man, that's my jam. That's my shit. I'ma do my thing. Right. That's my plan. That's your man. Is that your boo? Then why you all on me then? Why? That ain't cool. I see this girl. She look like cookies. So sweet. She got big boobies. Ooh. And they look like snookies. In this bitch like Doug, I ain't talking flutie. On the trash can banging. Everybody singing. You looking funny, bitch? Doug funny, bitch? You looking kinda funny, bitch? Doug funny, bitch? Y'all know what it is when I come around. If they let me go in, I'ma shut it down. Everybody get lit when I come around. Throw your hands up in the sky, then touch the ground. Y'all do what I do, I'ma be the leader. Don't nobody look blue like my nigga Skeeter. Everybody have a good time. This is go, go, go. Not coulda, shoulda, what time? All the dudes came, and the girls here, and the hoes came out. That's a good sign. It's about to be cracking. When the beat comes on, it's about to be action. Ooh, I'm about to be macking. Can I buy you a drink? So what I won't be asking. But instead, we can cut a rug. Ho, don't act funny like my brother Doug. Everybody find a friend you can bring along. If it's good, then you should sing this song. You looking funny, bitch. Doug funny, bitch.